G'day friends, and welcome to our Across the Waves. So this month Robbie and I are sharing projects created with dots or stripes or both. So yesterday I played with the Elodie Papers from Mintay Papers, and I thought we'd have another play with them again today. They're just really pretty and really soft. So in saying that, these are the papers. There's that. They're just so pretty. Double-sided. Look at that. Sometimes you just don't want to cut into papers, but you know what? I always say you can always get more. Look at that. And then it starts again. So we're going to use the matching die cuts as well. And I'm going to do... I've got an idea in my head, so whether or not it works remains to be seen. So I'm using the Stitched Arches die from Uniquely Creative as the focal point, and come to think of it, I wanted to emboss a piece, so I might quickly do that while we have a play as well. So we'll grab our kit. I have pre-done a little bit, not much, and I used this paper yesterday as well, but I had this piece left over, so I thought we'd use this. Then we are going to... I've created my frame, I think I did, yep. Okay. So I created the frame, and I've used the second one and the third one to create this frame. And what happens is once you cut it out, that's how it's cut, and you end up with this piece. Don't throw that piece away. Keep that piece because you can use it for a project. We want this piece. Then I cut a second one out using the biggest one, because we want this to fit over the top like that, hey? Now, looking at it, you could easily make this into a shaker card. So just add acetate over the top and then put this over the top, just like that. You'd have to pop this up, of course, and then that can go over there like that. So let's put that together first, eh? I'm just going to add a little bit of glue around the edge. And then we're going to pop this onto our paper. So we're just going to highlight the stripes today. It's not what I started out to do, but plans can change. And plans are made to be changed. We're going to pop this up onto our cardstock. So we'll just do that now. But I won't take the sticky lids off yet. And that should do us. Okay, then we've got some cardstock and our base card. So we'll burnish this first just to make sure it's nicely burnished and folds nicely. I've got 2 pieces of basic white smooth, one for the inside, and I've got a smaller piece which I want to use on the outside. We'll put the big piece aside. Then I've got this blue. It's a really pretty blue. Again, a bigger piece and a small piece. Put the big piece aside, and hopefully these two will fit. Yes. But first up, I've got a dirty mark there. Have to flip that around. First up, I want to emboss this. So just bear with me while I emboss this card. And what will we use? I just want a subtle embossing folder, so, or the background I should say, so that's what I'm actually going to do. And that's it there. I've used a really old subtle, actually it's called subtle embossing folder. So we're going to stick that onto there like that, eh? And with this one, doesn't really matter what side you use. Now, because we're using an embossing folder, I always use just that little bit extra glue. Whoops, wrong one. And we're just going to put that on there like that. Now the blue layer that I'm using is one that I've had, and I'm on to my last piece that I had for my wedding invitations that I did yonks and yonks ago. So that's just going to go onto there like that, eh? And embossing that white layer just takes away, or well, it gives a little bit more interest. You could have used pattern paper if you wanted to. That's always another option. And of course, I've got that mark there, so I'm going to have to try and cover that up. Cut this too. Now I'll have all the details below, including a link to my blog and a link to Robbie's project as well. They'll all be in the description, eh? Oops. And we're just taking off our sticky lids and we're putting on our stripe arch, just like that. Press that down gently, and our little girl on a bike is just going to go there like that. I think that's nice, just simple. And I've got a sentiment here, and we might just put that right across there, I think. So we'll chop some of this off. I might do it on an angle, I think. Just a slight one, eh? You know what? I'm just going to keep it nice and straight. Yeah. And we're going to grab our permanent marker, black, and we're going to go around the edge just to get rid of that white line. You don't have to if you don't want to, and you certainly don't have to use a Copic. Just grab any permanent black marker, it will work. Okay, so we can put that aside. And of course I've got a mark on the card as well. Okay, I'll fix that up later. Okey-doke. Not having much luck, eh? So we're going to pop her up, but only along the bottom, eh? I want one up the top. I always test it out as I go, and we'll put one on the petals. I think that may be right. I'm not going to worry about her feet or anything like that. I think that's okay now. Not going to worry about down the side. We might just put one on her hat. Maybe one here too. And one under here. And that'll do us. Then on the rest of her, we're going to add a little bit of glue, eh? There you go. Just like that. I'm loving this collection, actually, it's beautiful. And then we've got our sentiment. And we'll just put that there, I think. Maybe up there. That's not straight either. Nor is that. I'm just doing these edges again to cover that white up. Where did I say I was going to put this? About here. Yeah. Okie dokie. So we will add a couple of dimensionals, or maybe not a couple, we might only need one. Going to add a little bit of glue to the right side. Whoops. Just tuck that in there like that. and add that. Making sure it's nice and straight. And that looks about right. If you wanted to, you could have doubled the dimensionals up on the left side, then add dimensionals to the right side, okay? Remembering that this is our arches on dimensionals. Then to finish it off, once again, we're going to add a couple of little clear sequins. So, whoops, God, I can see these things going all over the place one day. Well, I have anyhow, but okay. That's up the wrong way. These big ones always fall the wrong way for some reason. I suppose that's natural. Then we want a couple of medium ones, if I can find them. I'm not very good at using my left hand. Now that glue will dry clear, so I'm not too worried about that. And we'll put one more here. Oh, tricking me. There you go. Put those away before I the rate I'm going, I'll tip them everywhere. And that is our card for today. I'll finish the inside and the envelope off later, but that is our card for today. Except for that dot, I'm going to have to fix that up. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that. It's short and sweet, but I'm happy with the result. If you wanted to, you could add more embellishment or die cuts around here, and I may do later on. I'll see how I feel. Okay, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to click on the link below to see what Robbie's created. Okay, see ya. All right.